for the pre-wash.
I think it is as well. It looks really good. Well done.
Yeah, so I'm going to stick the arms on now if I can find the manual. Hopefully, the manual is in here. Change done.
I wonder
We'll be back when you get home. Charge done even. Alright, safe drive home, Kenny. Did I put it in the combat patrol box? Yes, I did.
I wonder what the... So you know how, like, some people keep, like, a spare jerry can of fuel in their car, especially on long journeys, just in case they run out? What would be the electronic cars version of that?
Hello,
Hey,
Hyper.
Hyper25. How's it going?
How are you today? Indeed. I'm painting a Ghostkeel. Or trying to anyway. Let me put the bullet cam on for a second so you can see. There's the guy inside. And his loose flap that keeps opening up. There you go. Just sat down, started painting a model now. Excellent. Which one? Which one are you painting?
Because we're painting Warhammer at the moment.
Indeed.
I'm always open to painting something else.
Ah, here we go. This looks to be the right page. Oh no, I'm not jumping ahead. Right, so that's... I've already done that bit there. Done this bit here, I think.
Hey, Foxcaster.
Canadian Shock Trooper. Nice. We love our guardsmen here. I don't think I've got any guardsmen, but I do have the greatest commissar of all.
What, Yarrick?
No.
Oh, was that your pug?
My pug.
Hey, the pug.
There you go. Sergeant Popper. Sergeant Popper. Guardsman of legend. Sergeant Popper. Let him go. He is a good boy. He's a very good boy. With the background, are you fellow yellow enjoyers? When you say yellow.
Oh, you're talking
yes.
about the,
my
desk.
background. Yes. Sorry. Yes, I have got some imperial fists. Yes. Let me get one for you. I'll show you. Bit dusty. Sorry. That's one of my boys. I did at one point attempt to paint a fist on the yellow bit there, but yeah. Oh, look how dusty that is. I need to put it in a cabinet, damn it. There you go.
Get one of those glass ones that you see at G-Dub.
Right. Sons of Dawn, fisty boys. Yeah, I'm currently doing some Xenos scum at the moment. Right, where were we? Oh yeah, I was building. That's what I was doing. I need to shove some arms on this boy now. I'm pretty sure I got to this point. Yes, those bits are on there. Yep. Next, arms. Right. Sprues for this bit are over here. There's my PlayStation controller. I'll put that away somewhere. I'll just take the sprues out for a second. Go. Right then. Luckily, the sprues are marked here. They are numbered quite usefully. Right, I did.
By yourself or G-Dub?
Wait. What am I doing? Right, so What parts do I need? I think that's the... Is that the head or the arm? Struggling to figure out what's going on here. Yeah. I know the head will go on at some point. I think it's the... This is the arm. Okay. So D29 and D30 are the hand. I don't know if I want to paint on sprue yet or not. So that's weapons. Okay.
I would say put it together and then, or like put an arm together, paint it, and then you can see what the shadows are going to be.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be the hands.
Because I think if you paint it on the sprue, it's not going to show you where the shadows are very well, or effectively at least. So
29 and 30, and then 37 and 38 are the two different hands. Gotcha. So, where's my glue? Let's put me palette away for a second and get the glue out. So, 29 and 30. Me blue clippers. The blue clippers that everyone has. Seemingly. Okay. I'll stick them together. Need some glue. Pop you in there. Nope, yours are brown. Damn it. You're having to be an individual.
Oh, my clippers are black. I don't have a blue pair.
I know whenever I see a hobby video, they've always got the same clippers as me. I'm just like, why is everyone buying my clippers? Damn it! I thought I was unique.
I thought I was special.
Alrighty then.
Mine not even GW brand. Mine are weird. They're Hardius, which were like £3 on Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Well, better than paying bloody 30 quid for fucking GW branded ones.
Well,
fuck
yeah.
that ones.
And mine aren't GW brand. They're Zuron, apparently, with an X.
No.
Okay. So that's that. I think it wants me to put the forearm on first. Oh, it's saying I shouldn't glue that bit. Oh, it's a push together thing. I see. So D33. So there's 33. Okay, so it's gonna push together apparently. I may glue it just to make sure it doesn't come apart. But I'll make sure I get it in the right pose first. You tend to ignore that. Yeah. Okay, so these two are gonna go together like that. Yeah, there's no way in hell that's gonna stay on. Look at that. That is looser than your mum's vagina. God damn it. No way in hell that's staying on. Yeah, we're gluing it after posing, I think. So, this thing has a hand on he's got a loose hand, and then he's got a gun. He's got a gun arm. He's not holding a gun in two hands, so I don't need to worry about where I'm putting the arms. I put them pretty much where I want. Okay, so I'm going to have... Would you stop trying to roll away, please? Blue lid. Thank you. Right, let's put a bunch of glue around here. Nice. And then we'll just close that a little bit. Back that on there. That does fit quite nicely in there, actually. It's good. It's good. Okay. And then I'd go on there like that. Happy days. I need to decide what gun I'm going to have, actually. Which one should I have?
What are your options?
It looks like I've got an underslung whatever that is. Or
Right.
whatever that is. So it's got a big chunky D hole or 3 separate holes. I think that's a larger version of the thing my stealth suit's got. What are my favourite during painting snackies? You know, I'm boring. I just have a little mug of tea. But if I am doing long painting, I do have biscuits somewhere. Some white chocolate cookies.
Ooh, very nice.
Nom nom nom.
I picked up 2 bars of Cadbury Dime Bar.
Shit. Twat. Fucking lead. Let it go. Oh, twat. There it is. Found it. Bloody right in a bottle. My room is a bit of a mess. Fine.
So good.
I also got myself a weird new flavour of Pringles. I was supposed to take them to D&D night, but I forgot.
Right, what makes them weird?
Well, I don't know. I've never seen them before, and they sounded nice. So, yeah, drag them out and see what we've got. Can't remember what they are now. I just remember seeing them and going, that looks weird. Smoking barbecue ribs flavour, which is like got 2 chilies on it. So, hot Pringles. Hot Pringles, there you go.
Okay.
For Cornish chat. Hot barbecue ribs Pringles. Interesting.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that before, yeah.
Some cookies. Cookies, as they call them round me. And my favourite drink on the planet, Apple Tango.
Ah, yeah.
Favourite fizzy drink. Vanilla Coke is potentially less. I don't know. It's a fight between Vanilla Coke and the Tango Apple. My brain's. I'm trying to read instructions at the same time as talking, and it's hard. Your favourite painted snack is a metric fuck ton of cashews. Nice. If chips... Oh, hang on. I think we might have an American in chat. If chips claim to be hot and spicy, I want them to hurt me. Anything else, anything less is insufficient. This is true. That is true. If it says it's hot and it's not hot, crime. Watch, actually. Oh, there you go. Just using the American phrase. Or crisps. We call them crisps over here. Because we like to be different, you know.
I think you mean correct.
I think you'll find correct. Excellent. Right, what the fuck am I doing? I need to find this pit. This bit. Sorry, you're not looking at the same thing I'm looking at. This bit. So it looks like I've got 2 options for the bottom of this this hand. Or that. No, actually, it's not 2 options. It's the same thing. It's just 2 stages. Okay. I don't even know what this is. Is this supposed to be like an energy blade or something, Armored Core style? It'd be cool if it was. What is that?
Let's have a look on New Recruit, see what options you can give them.
35 and 36. Not there. Oh, I think that might be it. I think this is it here. Yeah, that's 35, that's 34, that's 36. So that's 3 bits that I need. And just 31, wherever that's gone. Don't tell me that's on a whole new sprue.
Was he putting together Riptide, isn't it?
No, it's a Ghostkeel.
Ghostkeel. Okay.
Where's 31? Where is it? Is that it? That is 31, right, got you. Found it. Guys, come on. Your mum's not coming home yet. She's got a whole night shift to do. Well, late shift. Oof. That's the reason I'm streaming a lot today and tomorrow. Because she's on late shifts, which means she's out all day. The Yanks make programs on telly, so they decide where you learn your English from. That's fair enough. You need to watch more British shows like Blackadder and Red Dwarf. We stopped making good TV shows after that. Nah, that's not fair. There is still some very good TV shows. There's 36, yeah, that's good. You've seen Blackadder Goes Forth. That is a good series, but I prefer the third series of Blackadder. That one's very good. Yeah, the ending to Blackadder Goes Forth is just... oh, powerful television.
Well, that was the point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, that's how destructive World War One was.
We somehow decided to do it again. Fucking madmen we are. And we might be doing it again against the Yanks. Who knew? Who knows?
I don't think so.
I mean, I doubt it.
I think worst case scenario, I think America will descend into a civil war.
Yeah. Although we'll be briefly at war with them before they overthrow the government. It's gonna be something mad like them invading Greenland, and then like all of NATO declaring war on them, and then yeah, I think that's the level of madness it's gonna take for America to like try and overthrow their government. I think anything short of that is probably not going to happen, unfortunately. The Greenland thing is a smokescreen. I know. But the problem is, Trump actually believes a lot of the shit he says. That's the scary bit. You know, people are using it to deflect from a lot of the things that they're trying to do behind closed doors, but Trump believes that shit. Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, the whole thing going on in America at the moment is it is destroying American society and their economy, and it's basically relinquishing the title of the world's eminent superpower to the Chinese, essentially. The Chinese are coming in and taking up the space that America used to take up in all of the global organizations and such. But it's going to be a fun situation.
Apart from militarily, I'll have to add.
What do you mean?
Well, China launched a new submarine, right? Recently.
Okay.
It sank in the dry dock.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so, you know.
I mean, yeah, it's fun. I mean, American subs aren't that much better. American subs are loud and can be easily found. Apparently the best submarines come from... is it Sweden? It's one of the Scandinavian countries. And because they use a certain engine that makes zero noise. And it's stupidly efficient. And yeah, In the naval war games they had, I think it's either Sweden or Norway. They had some war games with America, and yeah, the Scandinavian country blew up America's main aircraft carrier because they just couldn't find it. Not the Finns, then. So they play heavy metal.
It's a weird sort of system that America does. So it's all well and good, like reading about about America asking for a reset when it comes to a bunch of war games.
Yeah.
Like they did one recently with the British not too long ago. I think it was just like around this time last year. I think it was.
Yeah.
And the Royal Marines put on so much hurt to the American forces that the Americans asked for a reset and to extend the exercise. And to extend the exercises by a little while. I'll be watching 11 ads. Good God.
Sorry. Yeah, the adverts are once an hour. Yeah, what were you saying?
But America tends to like lose like the first couple of days of war games sort of initially.
Yeah.
In order to sort of figure out how they're doing X, Y, and Z. And then they'll come back and they'll reset and restart. And America will just absolutely trounce the opposing forces. Because they learn more from losing than they do from winning.
I mean, I would say,
sense?
yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I would say that every forces has their own, speciality. Some countries do things better than others. What America do is air superiority and just sheer, resources.
Don't forget logistics.
That's it. Yeah, the logistics, the resources, and the air superiority. What we do is special forces.
The American army can deploy a Burger King anywhere in the world within 24 hours. Like a fully working Burger King.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that stems from World War II.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of they used a lot of things in World War II. Like, do you know there was a Japanese commander who was one of the few that was captured. Like captured successfully. And bear in mind, his men have been half starving on one of these Pacific Islands for like 6 months, fighting the Americans. And he's on board one of these ships after being captured, and he asks what that ship is. In like broken English, and it gets explained to him that it's an ice cream ship. They took a ship whose sole job was to make concrete in giant concrete mixers. Absolutely blasted the fuck out of it to get rid of any trace of concrete and sand and whatnot, and turned these two massive like concrete mixers into ice cream turners.
He's back. Paper's back. Apologies for the adverts. It's the price we pay for having adverts just once an hour, I'm afraid.
Yeah, sadly. And it also gives us a little bit extra control over them as well, compared to if we just let Twitch run them randomly.
So the adverts...
Because if Twitch could, they would go, yeah, you're gonna have an advert. You're gonna have 3 minutes of adverts every 7 minutes, which is just obscene.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
So he had 2 phone adverts, free fast food, 1 internet provider, 2 movie trailers, 1 about recycling, 1 about soda, and 1 military recruitment ad. Nice. All of the bases covered there. So yeah, what are you saying?
So yeah, so this Japanese commander has explained to her that because he noticed that there were like small passenger transfers going to and from the ship, so he thought, I must be like a hospital ship or something. And then it was explained to him that no, that ship's whole purpose is to make ice cream. for the American sailors and for the Marines on being transported around by the Navy. And he was like, at that point, I realized that Japan was going to lose the war.
Yeah. There we go. We've got an arm, everyone. We have an arm. It's the support arm.
Because the Americans have that logistical capacity. And also because the fucking anyone fighting in the Pacific Theater needed to pick me up, even if it was ice cream, because Jesus Christ. The Pacific was not a nice campaign.
Yeah, I mean, there are no nice campaigns in war, but that one was pretty bad. Watched the Pacific heavy hitting, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, Japan was not going to give up in the same way that Germany did. That was the justification for dropping the two nukes on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah. If you're interested in like reading more about the decision made about dropping the nukes, there is actually a really interesting video by a German called Dan Arrows. Oh no, it wasn't Dan Arrows. No, it was Sean. I don't know if you know Sean. He's a YouTuber.
No.
He does lots of fairly serious political stuff. He did an analysis of. It was either him or Dan Arrows, but I can link you to it later. But
oh yeah!
Oh, thank you very much, Hyper, for the follow. And but there was basically an analysis done. It was a timeline of like the decision making process from like the proving that the nuke worked to the decision that was made, and yeah, it was a political. In the end, it looks like it was a political move to keep Russia out of the negotiations at the end of the war, because the Russians were like fully going to take large parts of Asia. And that's what they wanted, and they made a deal behind closed doors with the Americans to get stuck in, basically. And the American president at the time, basically, once he had the nuke available to him, he wanted to use it as soon as possible to end the war before the Russians could get stuck in. So it is a fascinating story.
Well, the other thing as well is, so not only
but the
just
argument
that, but they did the...
Yeah, go on.
Go on.
The argument that the Japanese wouldn't have ever given up, and they'd have fought to the last man, and so it actually saved lives, isn't actually true.
I think it's
that's the story that was put out in the press, basically to justify it. But in the end, it was just a tool used to end the war early, to stop the Russians from getting stuck into Asia, so that America could, influence more, exercise more influence in the region.
Truman. It would have been Truman, because Roosevelt died in April, and the bombs weren't dropped until June, July.
Yeah, the leadership changed after the original negotiation with Russia had taken place, which is why the decision got changed. That's why the decision got made so quickly.
Yeah, because it was Roosevelt that turned up to the Yalta Conference. You know what the Yalta Conference was?
Yeah, it's part of the video that was that I watched. It's all very interesting part of history, that. But yeah, I think it basically the long and the short of it is the idea that you didn't have to drop the nuke is a bit of a fallacy. Sorry,
well,
the idea that you had to drop the nuke just to end the war is a fallacy.
Yeah, the thing is that it's also why Japanese war criminals weren't punished to the same extent as the Nazis. Was because the US wanted a strong, independent democracy in Asia, which was going to be Japan.
Yeah.
In order to come to be a bastion of democracy in Asia against communism.
Yeah.
which worked out great until Japan wrote their constitution and said, yeah, we're not going to deploy our troops in a offensive capacity in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. I'm at the point where I need to make a decision. What gun am I using? You said that you checked the options.
Okay, so on one arm you can have. Where is it? You can have the Cyclonic Ion Raker, which I will copy an image for.
Is that the one with the D hole or the one with the 3 holes?
I think that's a singular.
Yes. That's this one, which I'm leaning towards because I think it looks cooler.
Uh-huh.
It's got.
And you also got something called the Fusion Collider.
Yeah, so the Fusion Blaster is what my stealth suit's got, and it's a tiny version of this. The Fusion Collider does look fun because it's basically looks like a grenade launcher.
The Fusion Collider is the one that has the 3 holes.
Yes.
The Ion Raker is the one with the single hole.
So it's a case of do a 3 holes or 1 big hole.
You don't play Warhammer, do you? You just paint and collect, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, really. Like
your Tau, you got anti-chaff coming out your wow. You would take the one that makes the vehicles and or elite infantry go boom. That's probably the one with the big hole, isn't it?
Hang on.
Yeah.
So the one that makes vehicles go boom is the Fusion Collider, which is 3 holes.
Oh.
But that's an 18-inch range, which is eh. I would personally take the Cyclonic Raker, to be honest.
Yeah.
The Ion Raker.
It looks cool.
Because it's basically a plasma gun.
Nice.
So you get standard and overcharge, so you can overcharge for extra strength, AP, and damage, but you risk taking wounds. Or you can go for what is basically the Ion Raker is the one definitely for heavy infantry.
Yes.
Because it's yeah, the one for heavy infantry is the Iron Raker because yes, the AP isn't great, but it's damage too.
So 26 and 27 go together, but you can't stick them together until you've put the other bit in place. Okay, so let's get all the bits I'm going to need. I'm going for the gun that looks the coolest, everyone. Shock horror.
Rule of cool.
Exactly. I haven't. Do you want to see the? I've found the codex that I used when I last played. I'm gonna go get it so you can see exactly how long it's been since I played a game of
40k.
40k.
Right. Go for it.
Right. The last time I played a game of 40k, this had just come out. This was brand new.
Oh wow, yeah.
Which was
I remember that.
What was it? What year was this? 2001. That was brand new the last time I played.
Oh no, that's not 5th, that's older. That's like very early 4th.
This is the codex I used.
Good old Crimson Fists on the front.
Yeah.
Defend Fall of Rindsworld.
Shit. There we go. And that was where does it say what edition it is?
You kind of guess based on the cover.
Oh, does it not say in the actual book?
So that is 3rd. I can guarantee you that's 3rd edition. Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. That's the last codex I used in battle. Although I think I did buy this after getting the City Fight codex. I think that's the 4th. That 4th edition.
Yeah, that's 4th edition.
Yeah. So these are the codexes I have that I used for combat. That's the last time I played.
I'll go grab mine in a second. It's a bit.
Yeah, I've still got 1st edition models. The nipple guns, the nipple gun marines. I've still got some of them.
Oh God! Right, I'll be right back.
All right. Battle of Macragira. Yeah. Oh man, where was I? Oh, I was in the middle of chopping the gun off, wasn't I? That's what I was doing. Okay. What am I clipping off here? I think it's this I'm clipping off. Alright, so that is 25 and 23. So yeah, that's 23. I need to find the other bit of this. I hate clipping rounded bits off of a straight sprue. I always make a mess.
I end up having to use a knife to sort of try and tidy them up a bit. I need to. So much shit.
Oh, I've missed a bit on the arm. Oh shit, on the other arm. What bit was it? B28. 28, where's that? There's 20. There's 1. Where's 28? Is that on a different sprue? Oh, Black Tempest.
Right. So this was my first 40k army.
You got the Black Tempests.
Black Templars, yeah.
Templars.
This is my first ever 40k army.
Nice.
This is my first ever 40k army. Then I got the Imperial Guard.
The Gourd.
And then I went Imperial Guard. Do I? No. So I played with this codex for the longest fucking time, just because there's like nearly no difference between almost no difference between the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th edition codex. And then I ended up getting this one, which was useful for all of like 3 months.
Oh dear.
Because by the time I bought it, they changed edition. This is a reoccurring theme. By the time I actually get around to buying the fucking codex, the editions change.
Yeah,
Then I got the Tempestus codex.
Go on.
Then I got the Tempestus codex back when they were their own separate army for a little bit. And then I got, in order, I got the 9th edition codex for the Imperial Guard with Mr. Horselad on the front.
Mr. Horselad.
Yeah.
That's his official title.
Yeah, that's the special edition for the Astra Militarum. Because I got the KD Stance box. So it came with a limited edition codex.
Nice. Oh, fuck off. Oh! Right.
I don't know why I ended up getting the 9th edition Imperial Knights codex when I knew that 10th was around the corner, but I did it anyway. And now I have the 10th edition codex, which I'm not going to pull out of its case at the moment because it's a farce to get back in.
Okay.
So yeah.
Please go
I
in the
never
hole.
ended up... That's what she said.
What? Oh, fuck. It's not going in the hole. Right, it's in the hole, I think. Stay in the hole. Don't glue to my finger. Stay in the hole.
Oh yeah, the Guard Codexes absolutely did get... The 9th edition Guard Codex got an absolute shafting. Like, it really did. Try sticking to the release schedule that they... Well, sticking to the timeline that GW has for editions of Warhammer, and yet not changing that at all for COVID, was a massive stinker. It sucked for the Guard, and it sucked for the World Eaters, who had their codex for all of like a month. Hey, Tango.
Apple Tango, best drink. Oh, delicious.
It is. Yeah, the Imperial Guard, the 9th edition Imperial Guard and World Eaters got an absolute shafting. I really feel like we should have been one of the first armies to get our new codexes to make up for it, but we're not. The fucking Sisters of Battle got their codex before the Guard did.
Yeah, one of my friends started collecting a Sisters army recently. Oh, it's fine. My jumper caught it. Nice. The biggest problem, the codexes tend to be kind of fun, just never lengthy. This edition codex seems promising. Okay. I haven't bought a codex since, well, apparently 4th edition.
Yeah. The
Right.
one thing I don't like about the new codex is how they kind of force you to shank. So I've got a lot of the old Guard.
Yeah.
I'm talking like the ones that make them look like Starship Troopers.
The classics.
Yeah. There'll be photos of it in the codex. Now that I've got them right next to me.
Nice. Okay, so that is there. I need to now put some glue in here so I can stick these things together. Stick the things together. I need to force them in. This is a tight fit. This is going to be a bit rough getting in.
I'm biting my tongue.
Come on, you bastard! Ah!
Yeah. So I have a lot of guardsmen that look like these dudes. I mean, hell, these two are from fucking 2nd edition. Or early 3rd edition, because those were only available in metal.
Nice.
But yeah, like I have a lot of these types of guardsmen. So I'm pointing at things you can't see because of the camera.
Yeah.
A lot of these dudes. Sort of the
Hyper says you
older,
can still
very
play 'em.
chunky flak armor. Yeah, well the thing is that, so in the 10th edition codex, you used to be able to, in 9th edition, you would run that particular type of infantry as an infantry squad. So it wasn't a named regiment, it wasn't Catachans, it wasn't Death Corps, it wasn't Cadians. It was just infantry. They've got rid of those in the new codex. So there's no specific entry for that type of unit anymore.
Yeah.
For the old sculpts, which does suck. But on the official release, yeah, you have to pick Cadian, Krieg, or Catachan now. So pick the one, which rule you want to use. Yeah, but yeah, this is what I was getting onto this. But GW basically turned around and did a very big, whichever one, you know, you can still use your old infantry models. But are they more? But basically, just turned around and said, "But are they more aligned with your Krieg or more aligned with your Cadians?" So you can run them as what's it called? As Krieg, Cadian, or Catachan.
Right.
But they've put quite a bit, despite this being like the Krieg release for 10th edition.
Yeah.
Because 9th edition was all about the Cadians. 10th edition has been all about the Krieg. There are speculations that 11th edition is going to be all about the Catachans.
Okay.
Because we used to just have a Catachan infantry squad, Colonel Ironhand Strachan and Sergeant Harker and Sly Barbo. Those were the only entries in the Guard Codex for Catachans. But now we have Catachan command squads, Catachan jungle fighters, which is the basic battle line unit,
Yeah.
and Catachan heavy weapons. So there's speculation that 11th edition is going to be all about the jungle fighters, which is great because that means that just gives me more time to buy. That gives you more time to buy Krieg because I have no interest in the Catachans. So yeah. It works out quite well for me.
It's good. I just like standard guardsmen, to be honest. I
do too.
I quite like the uniformity of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really love like the sort of faux World War II aesthetic that the Cadians have now.
Hmm.
Because they really do. Like, if you look at GI infantry and compare that to the new Cadian shock troops, they do look really similar. You see it a lot because I recently sat down and watched Band of Brothers again.
Yeah.
You can really see the similarities between Cadian shock troops and Easy Company in terms of aesthetic, which is nice. I think it adds. I think it definitely adds.
That's a gun. It's a gun right there. This thing in the middle here, that spins allegedly, but it's very tight. So I've stuck it where I like the look of it, and yeah. I'm leaving it there for now. I've got a feeling it's probably going to glue in place, but it's yeah, it's not a bad little looking weapon, is it? It's got more stuff to go on it. These little notches on the side here. There's like big boxes to put in there, so that's going to look good. A nice big chunky weapon. I like that. I like the rail guns more, but I still like this.
But unfortunately, not everything can have railguns.
I want it to have rail guns. Just strap a hammerhead to each arm, that's what you want. Right, what parts do we need now? I need the boxes. The D21 and D22. Is that them? That looks like them. Yep, 21 and 22. I'm getting to the point of the sprue now where, like, there's not much left on there. It's getting a bit more obvious where stuff is.
Yeah.
Very quick for that.
There's always that middle part when you're assembling something where, like, half the stuff in the sprue is gone, but somehow that makes it harder.
Ah, me fucking shoulder. Ow. Oh, my shoulder hurts.
Whereas there are moments, like at the very beginning, where it's like, oh, this is really easy to find for some reason. And then when there's like 3 things left, it's like, well, there's one of these 3, I'm bound to get it right.
There we go, that works. Okay. I like it when it fits in so well that it's hard to take back out again once you've put it in the right place. I'm going to need to put some glue. Bit of glue. That's a lot of glue. Probably a bit too much, but it's fine. It's never coming out of there ever again. Way too much glue. It'll be fine.
Really wanted to make sure you're happy with your weapon choices. By putting that much glue in it.
Yeah. There's no going back. There we go. Wow, that gun's starting to look real nice and chunky now. And then that goes on the arm. Find out which arm it goes on, or which side of the arm. I think it's that side, like that. Yeah, there's a little notch for it. Look! Need to find it again. There it is. And there we go. And the gun is attached to the arm. Shade applied. Nice. Break time. Nice. I'm a long way away from.
I'm not about to shout to be on break time.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm a long way away from putting any shading on mine. Stretch them legs. Gotta do it. How long have we been going? We're going for 2.5 hours. Dang. I think I might shove the arm on here and the head, and then finish the rest of it on Wednesday.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Right, so that's now glued. Let's shove glue on there and make sure that that gun is aiming forwards, which it now is. And slightly down, maybe? Yeah, slightly down. forward and slightly down. Let's have a look at that head on. Yeah, that looks great, that pose in there. Not bad. Let me focus it manually. There we go. Pose in there looking great. You're straight on, you're just like, yeah, he's aiming directly for you. Lovely stuff. Okay. I guess next is the head. Should be on the next page, I guess.
One would hope.
Because it's not on that page, because I just went back a page. Ah, no, it's not the head. Head is like last. There are things to go on the spriggan things on the sides. Oh, I've got options on here as well. Fuck. I can have fusion blasters. I can have Gatling cannon. What I think they're called burst cannons. And what is essentially a flamer.
Yes.
I think I'm going to go with the fusions. Since I didn't go for the fusions on the big arm, go for some anti-tank. So, let's find the bits I need. So, D96. 96. That's it there. I don't suppose there's any rules against having one of each of the two that aren't the flamer, but I feel like that would be. I like to have symmetrical models where possible.
Yeah, it's again looking at the list. It's you can either go for the twin flamer, twin fusion blaster, or twin burst cannon.
Oh, so it is actually.
You know,
there is a rule.
Yeah, but it would make sense to have one of each. Like, you'd have one anti-infantry, one anti-tank.
Yeah.
Like, the tower reasonably conventional outside of the mech suits. So it would absolutely make sense for them to have, like, oh, well, if I'm using, like, the pistol, the big gun that you're using, it makes sense for them to have, like, one anti-infantry and one anti-vehicle.
Yeah, I nearly just snapped a gun in half.
Oh, well done.
Don't do that.
No.
Oh, it's got the little white line where it's just started to deform.
Ooh.
It was close. Push out the sprue, and I hadn't clipped something. There we go. Sweet. Nice and tidy. Okay then, there we go. Blurb. 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 I don't know if you use too much glue on some of these bits. Right, as long as the paint goes over it. Fuck! Go in the notches. Ah. Dab the excess. Dab the excess!
Sometimes it's better to... Well, is this glue or paint you're talking about?
Glue.
See, with paint, I found that literally just, like, washing your brush and overloading it with water and then quickly trying to, like, paint, like, just do that over what you want to get rid of.
Yeah.
So just immediately thin it out to the point where it's almost nothing.
Yeah.
Is really handy. I am going to take a quick bathroom break. So
no worries. You go right ahead. That's going to be covered in fingerprints if I handle that anymore. Let's put just my camera on for now whilst Cornish takes a little bathroom break. Okay. A little bit of glue there. Pop that into that little notch there, and that should be fine. Oh, damn it, it's not sticking properly. Probably because there's too much glue on it, Buller. You soft bastard. Walk off! Oh, it's stuck to my phone. This is annoying. And I've dropped the glue lid. Oh, I love this. This is so good. Everything's sticking to my fingers now. I just need it to be in the right place, please. Okay, so hold it there. One hand and find the lid with the other. Where's that lid gone? Oh, shit a dick. Where's my fucking phone? There it is. Gotta use my torch to find it. Where did you go? I think I see it. It's in a really awkward place. Okay, lid found. And that's been now stuck on in a weird angle, and I'm not happy with it. It's slightly at a jaunty angle, which might look fine. If I shove it on there, I think it'll look okay. It's a slightly jaunty angle. It's not quite straight. That's because I was holding it with one hand. Never mind. Worst things happen at sea, I suppose. Tiny amount of glue, please. Just enough to fill a little hole. And whack it on. A little nubbin. Just like that. There we go. Right then. Second to final bit. Oh, you're not from the UK, by the way. Tango. It is the best. Best drink you can have. Right, let's get the other bit then. Okay, and the other fusion blaster. The hell? I already chopped you. Why are you holding on? Guys, she's not home. She's not coming home for a while. Dogs are convinced that she's coming home. Dogs are convinced that their mum's coming home in the next, like, 10 minutes, and she's just not. It is nearly Luke's dog chew time. I do need to figure out how I'm going to manage to give him that. Let's clip this. This is messy. There you go. Nice. Right then. A little bit of glue in the divots. That should do. I'm going to pick the gun up this time so I can get it right first time. Oh, I've just put glue on my fingers. Love that for me. Do not touch anything. Right, leave that. Don't touch it too much. I'm going to be peeling glue off my hands for a week. Get rid of it. Guys, barking. Bloody dogs. You love them, but they're a pain in the bum. Okay, it should now be dry enough to glue. Where did that lid just go? Where did that lid just go?
Oh, and a back.
Welcome back. There it is. Right, the lid keeps rolling off the off the book I'm using. I've lost it like 3 times now, and it's kind of getting annoying.
Oh, Jesus. See, I've been using Tamiya's thin cement for gluing recently. I gotta say, works a treat.
Nice.
Yeah, doesn't interfere with the paint too much if I'm gluing 2 painted pieces together. It's quick drying, and it's a reasonably strong bond as well.
Nice.
Yes.
I now have glue all over my hands.
Partly why I started wearing latex gloves while doing stuff.
There's latex gloves in the house, but I'd never used them. Mrs. Bully uses it for dyeing her hair.
Well, the thing is with painting as well, like you could use a pair multiple times before you have to get rid of it.
Yeah.
You know, like this pair of gloves I've worn like 3 or 4 times now. So there's like, because there's no need to get rid of it, you know.
Yeah.
I need grey. Where did my grey go?
Okay. That's now
Dig into
in
the
there.
bastard box.
We now have all of the guns in place. All the various guns. Let's
Nice.
get my camera off so we can look at Cornish doing things as well. Nice. And that was just the
nice.
head.
See, I thought you were going to paint all those bits before you stuck them to the model.
See, I was tempted. I do usually sprue paint, but I decided against it.
Like assemble the arm with the cyclic blaster thing, and then paint it, then glue it onto the model.
Oh right, okay.
I was expecting you to assemble it, glue it to the model, and then paint it.
Oh right, no. If I'm gonna be gluing anything together, it's going on the model, and then I'll paint it.
Fair enough.
I've done it in like 3 separate parts basically. I've done the legs, then I've done the body, now I've done basically the rest, the nubbins. Right, so the head. Let's see if we can find it. Not on here. That might be it actually. In fact, I think that is. In fact, I think we've got 2 options for the head.
Nice.
I can either have vents on either side, or I can have a wider, smoother head. Hmm.
You know what? I'm actually curious about something. So I'm going to check it out real quick.
What? I'm going to go for the smoother head, I think. Are these parts identical? Can I have a vent on one side and the smooth on the other?
I don't know.
I think I can. And I feel like that would be really bad, but it might look kind of cool. If it wasn't like a sort of high-tech mech situation, I would definitely do it. If it was like supposed to be like shambles, you know, sort of a ragtag bunch of mech engineers, like putting some mechs together, I would consider it. Oh, I've forgotten the pauldron on this arm. Oh, I need to find that as well. And we back in shoulder. I need some painkillers. Painkillers.
Oh, okay. So the head, there's just two different options. The head is nothing special.
Yeah. Basically, there's two halves to the head. And one's like a sort of wider and flatter, just like fully armoured, and the other one's got some vents on the side. I was just thinking maybe you could have vents on one side and like wider on the other. It could look interesting.
Dry fit it and see what happens. Oh.
There we go. Yeah, okay. We'll cut the bits off and we'll see what they look like. Alright, I need to skip that.
Oh, if you want if you want like a really bright white, get Liquitex acrylic ink. It's what I use to do all the crevices on the Space Marine Librarian.
Yeah.
It is an ink. It's not a paint. But yeah, like it's really good. I recommend anyone use this if you want to fill in gaps.
Pro tip.
Or paint gaps. Yeah. There is an actual paint version of this as well called Titanium White. Which is an actual paint, not an ink. And dear God, the both of them are stupidly bright.
Nice. Right. We now get to see what this will look like. It would help if I like didn't chop off the left hand side for both.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, the two left sides. All right, let's try the. Try this. So, essentially. Oh, I think they're actually slightly different, so you can't do it. That's spoil sport behavior, right there. Yeah, you couldn't do it because they've got opposite male and female ends, and also one is slightly bigger than the other. Never mind. Spoiler. I like to spoil things for us. Okay. So the whole... So we put the thing in the thing. Like that. Okay. Not quite fitting together. Why is this? Why you do this?
Is there like a little bit of extra sprue somewhere you haven't clipped off?
I don't know. Is it supposed to have a slight gap? Oh, it is. It is supposed to have a slight gap there. Okay. What else is there? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. And the head's sort of open on the bottom, which is kind of weird, but I suppose you're not going to see that bit. How very un-Games Workshop-like. And that needs to go there, so I don't drop it. This goes there, so I don't drop it. Okay, so no glue on the front section of the helmet because there's no point, because they don't connect. Let's put the little ball in. The ball in. And then put this on here before the typically dries, ideally.
Yeah, new Ashtabulatorium units.
Hey, there we go. Oh shit, it's not in. Or is it?
Oh no, my bad. Okay, so these are available to pre-order, they're not available to buy. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. So this the little ball sort of moves freely, but doesn't actually come out.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that because I feel like it will eventually just come out.
Yeah. New combat patrol for guard is available.
Oh no. Is that bad for our wallets?
So, like, I get sort of pushing the Krieg cavalry a little bit because, oh, excuse me. That's sort of their shtick, aside from shovels, is cavalry.
Yeah.
But the new guard combat patrol is a command squad, Canadian command squad. All right, fine.
Mm-hmm.
A unit of 10 Kassakin and 10 Attilan Rough Riders.
Hang on. So they're mixing all three.
Well, the Attillans are separate. The Attillans have always been Rough Riders.
Right.
The Krieg had their own special version of Rough Riders. But yeah, like it's a Canadian command squad, a unit of Kassakin, and technically two 5-man squads. Very nice. Two 5-man squads of Rough Riders, or 1 10-man, depending on how you want to run them. But it's just a bit Like that's not what the guard do. Like the old one, the 9th edition one, was perfectly fine. If you wanted to get rid of the Sentinel, fine. Put something else in. He's a big lad, ain't he?
Yeah, it's a size comparison with a stealth suit.
Yeah.
He's a chunky boy.
Certainly is. But yeah, so it's just weird. Like I'm not a fan of the combat patrol. Like at all. And combat patrol's supposed to be worth the money, points. And that's just not it. Well, it's less points than the old one was.
Okay.
Because the old one had a Canadian command squad, or a command squad, 2 battle line infantry, which is your shock troops.
Yeah.
Field ordnance battery, and a sentinel. That comes up to about 350 in terms of points, depending on how you build them. That is at most 280, maybe 290. So you're losing 60 points, and it's not a true representation of what the guard are.
Yeah.
So yeah.
God, it's just a meat wall with tanks.
Well, no, not even that. Like the old, like I could understand why they're removing vehicles from combat patrols, because they are. But at the same time, it's sort of just very head scratchy as to why. Because that's not the guard to me. Like you've given them a command squad, which is fine, and then 2 effectively special forces things. Because that's what the cavalry and the Kassakin are. They're special forces. They're not like your standard rank and file. So I don't know why they've done that. But Who am I to question the decisions of G-Dub?
We all do. We all question them.
I mean, we all do, but, you know, they're not going to listen to me, are they?
No. I'm going to just use a little bit more super glue and just get this gun stuck together a bit more, because I don't like the gap. And it does mean holding it real tight and mopping up glue at the same time. And it's quite sharp, this bit, to be honest. Ow!
Pinching your fingers, is it?
Ow! It's digging into my fingers, ow! Fuck! And it did basically nothing. Yeah, no. I'm just going to have to paint, use very heavy paint to fill that gap.
Have you ever made something called sprue glue?
Sprue glue?
Yes.
No.
So sprue glue is where you literally take like the sprue, the empty sprues of
Yeah.
models. You mix it with something, I forget what, and it becomes like this like weird like gloopy mixture.
Oh, nice.
Which hardens and is very, very good for
fill in panel gaps.
Yeah, like a lot of people use. A lot of people use it for excuse me, for filling like gaps in tanks and whatnot. Like the new Sentinel kit is a bit of a bugger for being a bit gappy in places. So people will use that to fill those gaps, and because it's made of the same plastic as the model, it's not green stuff, it's not blue stuff or whatever, anything like that.
Yeah.
It's not milliput. It blends really well.
Nice. Right then, I'm bringing a palette back out. That does mean I need to go get some more rags when we paint. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go get myself a cup of tea, and I will leave you in the capable hands of Cornish. Put his camera on full, and yes.
I'm doing something really boring at the minute, waiting for a green wash on a tiny screen on this thing to dry.
I'm gonna put a thing over my camera so you know that I am not here. Even though you could probably see that I wasn't here just by looking. Your eyes. But let's put Bear's face on over where I am. There you go. Okay. BRB.
I like how he's done that for his face cam, but not for his crotch cam. Or his paint cam. Oh dear. Right. Scanjoy's good and all, but I think we'll look at something else. Don't want to play that soundtrack. Oh, I forgot about Quesadilla. Ooh, more Quesadilla. Yeah. Wow, that is actually dried really pale. That hasn't changed green at all. Good lord. Alright. Is this... Can even still work? It's still, Jesus, it's still liquid. Okay, despite being open for like 10 years. That's incredible. Put a bit of warpstone glow on it, I think. Problem wearing latex gloves is that my ability to touch type is absolutely squiffed.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Wait. So, I'm going to begin painting me, towel.
So I was kind of hoping that so I'm doing like the little targeting screen on the side of the field ordnance battery.
Oh, yeah.
And I put some white ink on it to make it. I went from black to grey to white. And then normally I can just put a little bit of a green wash on it and it's all good.
Nice.
Except it isn't.
Okay.
The green wash has dried very transparently.
It looks
It's
good
going a
to
little
me.
bit better.
But like, if you
Well,
put more on?
Yeah, I could put more on. I was debating whether or not to go over it with warpstone glow and then do the green wash over the top.
It's good work. Whereas I'm just, I just go for wall by screen like an idiot. I have no patience.
The thing is that the last time I did something like this was I excuse me. I went again, built it up to white, and then did a Thodium camo shade.
Okay.
I think that's what I might do a little bit of a dab of that and see whether or not that looks any better.
Okay. Got plenty of XV88 on me sprue because I'm going to need it. So this Space Marine can just disappear for a second whilst I grab this.
Have you ever considered picking up like some of the Black Library miniatures?
I think I saw the Gorn's Ghost set, which I was interested in. It's Gorn's Ghost is the greatest fucking series of books written in the Black Library.
So the Gaunt's Ghost are an actual unit. You can use them in an army.
Yeah.
But
Is that not what you meant?
No, there's a command squad coming out. There's a new Cadian character.
Okay.
Who oh, hang on, just trying to close a pot of paint. Pot of paint one-handed. Called Minka Lesk.
I don't like
She's
how
a
this
shop-
is how much this is moving. By the way, look at that.
Ooh,
Don't like that. That's going to come off at some point.
that is got to come off at some point. Oh dear.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So there's a series of books that follows a Cadian white shield. If you know what they are.
No.
You know Army Cadets?
Army Cadets. Oh yeah, yeah. Is it basically
Yeah.
the Imperium version of that?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
But you only ever find them on Cadia, or you
Okay.
did.
Oh yeah. You don't find them there anymore.
Yeah, but Minkalesk starts as a white shield. It's basically like it's supposed to be like a semi-disposable like training unit, almost. And they frequently get lumped in with what's called the Interior Guard. So white shields don't deploy off world; they stay on Cadia, and the Interior Guard do the same.
Yeah. Or used to.
Oh, you don't undercoat, you heathen!
Oh, I do undercoat.
No, you're undercoat with XV8.
No, I undercoat with mechanical standard grey, which looks dangerously similar to the sprue colour.
Yeah, it does. I was like, that's why I was like, you heathen.
Now I've got light armies and dark armies, and I haven't got the patience to, I can't be asked buying two separate sprays, so I undercoat in grey.
That's fair. I've undercoated everything in black and then worked from there.
Yeah, I don't. Black won't work with my Imperial Fist, sadly.
No, do you know what's actually the best way to undercoat them?
Was it green? Someone said.
Pink.
Pink, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Imperial Fist.
I get very nice results with my yellows with the grey. I mean, there's one of me fisty boys, and his yellow is fine. I get a nice mustard yellow with my. God damn it!
Very Coleman's.
Yeah. It will not focus.
It's because your hands and you got your hand at two different. You got one hand at. You got two hands in the frame, which is what the camera's trained to focus on.
Yeah.
Or designed to focus on. That's the issue. That's why I turn autofocus off.
Yeah, I usually do when I've got more than one hand to show things, but I should put this down then, shouldn't I? I wanted to do that. There we go. Fisty boy. My fisty boy.
There we go.
Yeah. So, but I like the yellow I get. And you see all the borders that I get from my null noiling. Nice.
Yeah.
I do love null. Null is my favourite colour.
But the reason why I'm asking is because the next couple Black Library releases, like the Black Library miniature releases, is Minkalesk. She's getting a second model, but she's also coming with a command squad.
Nice.
A weird command squad, it must be said, because it's not a. You don't have a standard command squad comes with a commander, dude with the banner, dude with the voxcaster, dude with the medipack, and a dude with a special weapon. Yeah. Generally speaking, hers isn't. Hers is coming with Minkalesk as the commander.
Yeah.
A priest holding the banner.
Okay.
A commissar with a power axe.
Nice.
A special weapon trooper who is actually named.
Yeah.
Well, they're all named, but you know.
You return. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Hyper. And another trooper who looks like to be a. No, this is the Minkalesk command squad. This is the Black Library miniature. Not the Krieg one. This is technically Cadian. I like how the one-time captions actually says gets Cadian right, but spells it with a K instead of a C.
What does it usually turn Cadian into?
Cadian. Oh, Canadian.
Oh, right. Yeah, the Canadian shock troops.
I mean, to be fair, given how the Canadians conduct war, that's not far off.
Watch out, Trump.
There's a reason.
Shock troops are coming.
There's a reason why there's a Geneva Convention, and it's not because of the Germans.
Oh dear me.
Screen.
We taught them everything they know. We're so proud.
We're so proud, and yet, you know. Oh God! Don't let them. Jeez, the shit the Canadians got up to in fucking World War One and World War Two. So one of the factors for the Central Powers.
Yeah.
That's black. I don't want black. I want iron. Surrendering at the end of World War One was because Germany was essentially Imperial Germany. This is was essentially running on starvation rations at this point.
Yeah.
So they couldn't import any food because of the blockade that the British and the French put up, but mainly the British. So they were struggling to import food, which led to one of the reasons why they capitulated. So the Canadians, realizing this, would throw canned food and apples towards the German trenches. And at the time, the starving German troops would rush out of their trenches, collect the food, and either eat it right there and then because they're so hungry, or they would take it back to their trench and eat it there.
Yeah.
And the Canadians did this over the period of several weeks, even to the point of blowing a specific type of whistle every time they would throw food. And they did this for quite a while. Until one day, the Canadians were given the order to push these Germans. Now, the Canadians, having trained these Germans pretty well at this point, blew their whistle and threw their cans of food. To immediately afterwards start throwing grenades.
Oh dear.
So while the Germans were scoffing the food, grenades came down.
Bloody hell.
And that's why we have a Geneva Convention. Not because of the Germans, but because of the Canucks.
There you go. History lessons with Cornish.
Yeah, I like to learn about the weird and wacky things about World War One and World War Two.
Yeah.
Because like everyone knows the story of World War Two, like in the sensible historical sense. But I love learning about the weird and wacky things.
Yeah, the crazy weapons that came out of World War One, especially, were very entertaining.
Yeah, like the. Are you aware of a British plane called the Mosquito?
I am.
That's made of wood.
Yeah, balsa wood, I believe, wasn't it?
It wasn't balsa wood. That wouldn't have been strong enough to carry.
I know they made they did make a spy plane out of balsa wood because it was the only wood light enough to be able to like fly with the very, very quiet engine they used.
Yeah. I don't know about that one, but the Mosquito was brilliant. So much so that the Germans copied it in World War II and called it the Mosquito, but spelled it with a K instead of a Q.
The German spelling.
Yeah. Like, the story behind it is incredible. Like, these things were also so quick. Like, bearing in mind they were also dual-engined as well. So they had two engines. For, like, their first ever combat mission, they were to fly into, I think it was either Germany or France, might have been France, and bomb a Gestapo headquarters. And the British pilots are like, all right, yeah, okay, we're going to be bombing something. If we're going to be doing a low altitude bombing raid, we need to be, need to put a longer fuse on the bombs. So they're a timed fuse rather than a contact fuse. So it gives them a chance to get away. There was an issue with this. The mosquitoes were so quick that the amount of speed these bombs had when they were dropped, because they were attached to the wing, they weren't in like in a bomb bay.
Yeah.
Was so fast that these bombs hit this post office turned Gestapo headquarters, went through the building, and out the other side into the gardens behind the police station.
Oh no.
Because they were going that bloody quick. So it was literally the definition of task failed successfully.
A direct hit. You directly hit so hard that you missed.
Yeah, that it went through the building, out the other side, and then exploded 10 seconds later. Imagine being inside that building when all of a sudden, like these weren't small bombs either. These were 500-pound bombs.
Yeah.
You know, these are half a ton.
I'm assuming the word "scheisse" was uttered at one point.
Yeah, possibly along the "oh my god."
Ach mein Gott.
Yeah. It was mad. What do I want for this lens? I don't really want to. Do I want to go blue? Yeah, I'll go blue because it contrasts just a little against the red. But yeah, it's just incredible.
Alrighty then.
And you ever heard of Hobart's Funnies?
I haven't heard of that one. No.
So everyone likes to think that the architect of the Blitzkrieg was like Heinz Guderian or Erwin Rommel. No, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Would say this is task failed successfully, but task mission accomplished poorly. Yeah.
I hit the target, Commander. The bomb didn't explode in the building. I hit the target. Yeah, basically it's like I'm going to hit you with this gun, and they go, "Don't you mean shoot you?" And then you hit them in the face with a buttstock. No, I'm going to hit you with it. Oh, dearie me. It's the only bomb that left an exit wound.
Yeah. In a building, I might add.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just madness, really. So yeah, the Hobart was the original architect of the Blitzkrieg. But the problem is that he wasn't liked by the sort of very aristocratic, like officer corps that exists in the British Army, and still does to this day, by the way.
Yeah.
Like they weren't a fan with him because he wasn't one of the old boys, sort of thing.
Yeah.
That, and he may or may not have had a dalliance with a few of their wives, but that's by the by. And he was tasked, like he was training his armored corps, his tank division, in the way that tank divisions should.
Sorry, you said two of my pointy words. I love armored corps. Carry on. Oh my god!
Yeah,
Can
so
Final Fantasy 7 fuck off for a moment?
So he gets sort of forced into retirement near the outbreak of World War II.
Mm-hmm.
This is after Dunkirk and stuff like that. And a bunch of British tank divisions got sent to Africa because the officers that were in charge of them were training them to fight like hussars from not World War One, but from the Napoleonic era.
Jesus, like the Boer War type situation.
Oh, older than that.
Oh man.
The Boer War was in like 1906. We're talking like 1850s here. For those who don't know how hussars fight, hussars were mounted troops that would use their horses to get into position, dismount their horses, and then fight as skirmish infantry. And that's what these officers were training their tank divisions to do. So they would drive up to where they wanted to go. They would leave the driver and the gunner inside the tank. And then everybody else... Oh no, it wasn't the driver, sorry. It was the commander and the gunner in the tank. And then the rest of the tank crews would get out of the tank and fight on foot like infantry. Which sort of is not the point of tanks.
Oh, that then becomes an APC, doesn't it?
It's not even that, because it doesn't move. It just sits there. It goes from a mobile target to a stationary one.
Right.
And the only division that's sort of holding the Germans back in armor versus armor warfare is the division that he used to lead and that he trained personally. They're the only ones who are kind of winning. So he gets put back in command of his. He gets basically brought back into the army. Gets put back into his old division, and basically starts out blitzkrieging the blitzkriegers.
Excellent.
In Africa, but then he's tasked with coming up with a bunch of coming up with armored units for D-Day. And he comes up with like the Sherman DD and the Cromwell DD, and things like that. And he's like, comes up with all like the armored vehicle Royal Engineer vehicles, the Sherman, the Churchill Crocodile, the Sherman Crab, things of that nature. And they are all of them all these designs are attributed to Hobart.
Clever guy.
Yeah, he was. And again, like he was the original dude who came up with the idea of using tanks as the core of your army for maneuver warfare. It was him that came up with it, not Rommel, not Guderian, not anyone else. Him.
A very unliked person in the British Army, who was forced to retire and then had to come back to save everyone's asses.
Yes.
Dear me.
Oh, the mosquito. We're talking about the mosquito, or I was talking at you about the mosquito earlier. That could have been put into production so much easier, but because of politics and politicians wanting their defense contractor friends to make more money, it wasn't. And it wasn't just Britain. The United States and Germany went through the same problem.
Yeah.
Germany, when they launched their knockoff Mosquito, it didn't take off because it was squashed for political reasons.
Nice pun.
Yeah. And the US Navy at the beginning of the war had something called the Department of Ordnance, or the Bureau of Ordnance, and that refused to allow any new equipment or new techniques unless it was proven to be 100% reliable, which is impossible.
Yeah. I mean, the best equipment today is not 100% reliable.
No, you don't need the good enough is just perfect sometimes. It's why the SA-80, our standard British rifle, went through a couple of variations.
Yeah.
It's now reasonably reliable. It's still a bugger at times, but it's not as bad as it used to be.
Yeah, it wasn't built. It wasn't built for desert warfare. Unfortunately, that's the warfare we were fighting at the time.
Yeah.
Sand does not play well with the SA-80.
No, or the L-85 or whatever they call it nowadays.
Well, the L-85 is just the American code name for the SA-80. I'm pretty sure what the Americans designate it as, isn't it?
No.
Okay.
It's all what's it called? It's all so they changed the designation to everything. So the SA80 is now the L85. The longer barrel version with the bigger magazine, the bipod, is now the L86.
Okay.
Our long guns, our rifles for our snipers and whatnot,
Yeah.
are now like L110 something or other. Hell, even the tank barrel on the Challenger is now the L something or other.
Okay. It's a
I don't know
naming
why they've gone
convention
with
change.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, it's better than the Americans where they name everything M something or other.
Yeah.
Because let's look at the very beginning. M1A1. That could refer to in World War One. World War Two. Sorry, that could refer to your Garand, your helmet, your flamethrower, or your bandolier, or your mechanized vehicle. Were all M1A1, and then the name of it.
Yeah.
So M1A1 Garand. M1A1 carbine, M1A1 helmet, M1A1 mechanized vehicle, M1A1 dungarees. You know.
Jeez. At least they got their planes named fairly well.
Yeah, F for fighter, P for pursuit,
B for bomber.
B for bomber.
What's the AWACS called again? There's a designation for support planes,
Yeah.
reconnaissance planes or something. Damn, forgotten.
Same.
I think it might be A for something.
Possibly.
So that's why they call it the AWACS. I used to play a lot of sort of like dogfighty type games.
Oh, yeah.
Ace Combat is the best, one of the best series. The PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 era games were just phenomenal.
I can raise you one.
Go on.
Microsoft Combat Flight Simulator World War II Edition.
Oh no.
For the XP 2000, baby.
Oh man. I tried playing DCS at one point and it was terrible.
What? Because there was so much going on, or?
It just. Well, I'd say that there's so much going on. There's also so little going on. It's not a game made for excitement. It's a game made to simulate how fucking difficult it is to fly. Which is not why I go into those games. I want the storyline. I want the dogfighting. I want fun and games. Hawks is terrible. Hawks is terrible, but I love it.
I played the demo of Hawks quite a bit, and I liked it.
I didn't like the pursuit, the sort of pursuit mode that they put in, which then Ace Combat, because the Japanese have no confidence in their products. They tried to replicate and ruined Ace Combat 6 or 7. I think it's 6. They ruined it by putting that into their game. The pursuit mode was shit. It basically locked you onto the back of a plane and you couldn't lose them unless they pressed a button to go behind you, and then you could press the button to go behind them. It was kind of dumb. But other than that, the game was it was just a terrible. It was a terrible game, but it was hilariously cheesy.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it, but it was a bad game. Yeah, I would recommend it if you've got a 360 and a spare sort of 8 hours. You can play Hawks and Hawks 2. They are dumb fun, but they are fun. In fact, I should probably go through them at some point, but I was going to play Ace Combat first. I've got a copy of, I've got a ROM version of, actually have the copy of it, so it's legal. But I've got a ROM version of the, an unofficial translation of the Japanese version of Ace Combat 3.
Oh, nice.
The Japanese version has a lot of content that they never bothered localizing for the English version, so they cut a bunch of missions out and stuff, and a bunch of the story out. So I'm looking forward to playing that. Also, being able to quick save is going to be fun. Everyone knows how I like to save. And yeah, so that's going to be awesome. And it's going to be the first time I'm going to experience the full Japanese version. I've already done Ace Combat 1 and 2, they were good. I think 3 is where they really started to go full cinema mode with the stories and stuff. And they really started to flesh out their worlds. Like every single... Apart from the really bad Ace Combat, which I think is 6, every single Ace Combat game is set in a sort of fictional mirror of the real world sort of thing, and you've always got like, you know, an America, you've got a Soviet Union, you've got an Asia sort of thing, and you've got a Europe sort of thing, and they're all fighting amongst each other. My favourite one, Distant Thunder, you play as Eurasia, which is basically the European Union, versus I think it's like supposed to be the Soviet Union, the Balkan state. There you go. It's called the Balkan state. Yeah, I've actually got an expansion pack to that game. It's a PS2 game, so you couldn't release it, expansion packs really. So it's just it's sort of a standalone edition, where you play you play like it's a prequel to Distant Thunder, where you play through the Balkan War, where they're sort of where they become the state that they are at the beginning of Distant Thunder. So I'll play through that. It's gonna be good. Never played it, and I saw it on in let's see it. I think it was in Game Station before that closed down. I picked it up, and I've never played it since. So I'm really looking forward to playing that one. It's so good. It's been a real stream of just sort of nerding out and having info dumps, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you know.
We don't mind that. It's all good. This is why I like to paint with people. Chatting and painting just makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Things coming on nice there. The Hydra, is it called? The missile launcher?
No, it's just the Malleus from the Field Ordnance.
Okay.
That feels really low. But again, I'm used to building them as Field Ordnance batteries, so
yeah,
this is sort of the other way up. Feels really low. I hope I haven't fucking goofed that.
Have you got the instructions? Does it look the same as it was on the instructions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it just sits that low.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, sometimes I'm worried I've like stuck something on the wrong way around or something, if it doesn't look quite right to me. I always have to check. Yeah. I will, between now and Wednesday, I'm going to go through the list of game OSTs and pull out the good songs. I mean, I've got a lot of moody ambience going on.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Put the brown away. Look, cheating. I do need to pick up more brown at some point. This one's started to die. Partly from being used.
Yeah. I've got so many browns. I usually use Steel Legion Drab for most stuff, but with the towel, you need all sorts of brown. A very brown army.
Yeah. It's almost like desert khaki that you find on the M1 Abrams, isn't it? Almost.
Yeah, most of their worlds are desert worlds, so it works. It's their camo. There's also white ones, so I guess they must have some snow worlds. This is the only army I've ever had where I've picked an actual standard colour and gone with it. Apart from obviously the fists, but I don't really follow the rules for the fists either. I sort of go my own way with it sometimes.
Yeah. I do need to start a Chaos Army at some point, I think.
See, Chaos, I've never had a... The only thing I like about the Chaos is the not the Bloodthirsters, the Khorne Berserkers. They're fun, they look cool, but everything else, I'm just like, it's basically just Space Marines 2, Electric Boogaloo. I've been there and done it. I wouldn't want to paint more of the same. That's why I started the Tau, because it's a Xenos army that's a bit different. And, you know, none of my friends were already collecting them. So I decided to go for it. One of my friends is just like, why don't you get crew? And I'm like, because they're shit.
Because they're crew? If you're going to play crew, like, no.
The only crew thing worth having is the crew talks, and other than that, no.
So we have a bit of a philosophy in my main sort of gaming group is that having one Imperial, one Xenos, and one Chaos Army.
Okay.
So we're having a bit of a narrative campaign at the moment. And there are some people who are sort of switching between... Oh, excuse me. Who are the switching between Imperial and Chaos, because they have both armies.
Yeah.
It's like, I fancy playing Chaos this time, so... And I've only got the Guard as a functional army. I've got 2 Space Marines. 2 Space Marines an army does not make.
Yeah.
I don't have anything Chaos related at all. So it would be nice to do something different, because don't get me wrong, I love my Guard, but after painting like
a million Guardsmen
over the course of 2 years, because it was January 2023 that I started getting back into it, because that's when the box, the UKD Stands box came out.
Yeah.
I have done close to 40 of the new shock troops, 2 new command squads, 8 sentinels, and this is technically my 4th field ordnance battery.
Jeez.
In 2 years.
I can't stand the sentinels at all. I hate them.
Well, the new ones or the old ones?
Both. I think they look shit.
The new ones are much improved design. They are a lot more.
I should probably have a look at the new ones, but I judge them heavily off the old ones.
They're much better.
Okay. Do they not look as stupid?
They're not like we've welded a midget inside a square box anymore. They don't have that look and feel to them anymore.
God, I could never stand how they look. Like
they're also really easy to build both as armored and scout.
Okay.
Because the only difference between the two now is the armored has a fully enclosed cockpit and the scout doesn't.
Yeah.
But you can glue the bits that would make up the rest of the armored cockpit in such a way that you can kind of slot it in and off the model.
Okay.
To turn it from a scout to an armored or vice versa.
Yeah.
And all of the weapon options fit just snug enough on their little mount.
Yeah.
That you don't need to glue them.
Okay.
So you can build one Sentinel and outfit it however you like, and then go, well, if you're playing a game which is what you see is what you get,
yeah,
and you go, all right, cool, well, I'll just pull off this missile launcher and put on a plasma cannon or las cannon or multi-laser.
Nice.
They're really good.
You adapt.
Yeah, I haven't done that because I'm Egypt. But they're really good. They're really smart.
Fair enough.
They actually feel like walkers that won't fall over as soon as anything remotely stronger than a bolter looks at them. Which is nice.
Yeah, always a good thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I like them. I think they're great.
Fair enough.
And I think they'll be quite easy to they're quite easy to customize as well. Outside of the original kit. So, there's that as well.
Right, I'm gonna find a good there you go. Found a Cabana Conquer song. Life is good.
No. Come to me, Agrax. We have shenanigans to do.
Alright, well, the XV88 is almost done, I think. Everywhere that needs to be painted in XV88 is painted.
Nice.
Yeah. Might need another coat somewhere here and there, but we've got some nullming to do before we do that. Lovely stuff. Spot on. Right, anywhere else need XV88 before I put it away? I don't think so. Oh, hang on. Yep, just a bit there underneath. I missed that. The label there. Right inside there. I probably need to get a bit of paint in there. Have to get the nooks and crannies you can't reach very well done before you're doing the tidy version of the painting.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that might be everything. Yes! Starting to get there now. The main colour's done.
I need to figure out how I'm going to put where I'm going to put this battery on the base. I think like that. Then I can have a dude there, a dude sat on it, and a dude over here. It feels like the smart choice.
Yeah. Ooh, nearly been going for 4 hours here.
Yeah, Jupiter's actually starting to flag a little bit, so I might call it soon.
Oh. Yeah, I'm happy to do so. We'll finish this bad lad on and also this boy here wants walking. Don't you bear. Oh, he's a silly boy. Oh. Hi, Bear. Yeah, and Puppy also. Oh, Bear wants to play tug of war with his rope. Like, Daddy, I'm bored. Play with me. Oh, stop painting. All right. In that case, put this up here, and let's show off what we got. You go first, Cornish. How have you done?
Well, I spent the first couple hours building, but then I have since painted the actual artillery piece.
Nice. How did the screen come out?
It came out alright. I went over it with a 30 over the top, and I think it's come out a bit better.
Nice.
Can't really see it all that well because of the light.
Yeah, I can see. I can follow some. That looks amazing.
Yeah, literally just black, grey, white ink, and then Beal Tangerine, and then a 13 camera shade over the top. I need to go back and paint the buttons so they're not just silver, but other than that, I think I've done alright.
Let's I'll show you my model up close and personal now. Let's turn off the autofocus and we'll get it there. Oh, hang on, the wrong way because the camera's reversed. There you go. There's the Ghostkeel. He's a big boy with a big gun.
He's a big lad. He's a very big lad.
The XV88 is all done, but the rest of the colours need doing on the various bits I've stuck on. I'm gonna make I think I'm gonna make the chin red, with black nubbins on the side, and a white face. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think that would work quite well.
I think he's coming along very nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to say 60% of the way there. No, 50. I still need to wash it all and then repaint it.
Yeah.
There you go. So, yeah, thank you very much, Cornish, once again, for letting me paint with you and chatting away. Been
no
a
worries.
pleasure.
It's been a pleasure having you.
Alright, so, yes, we'll disconnect up here and we'll have our separate outros, and then I'll see you on Wednesday.
Yes, see you on Wednesday.
See you Wednesday, mate.
Cheerio.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Okay. In terms of Paint Club here, I think Paint Club has been successful. Bear? A bit please. Bear is getting impatient and wants to go out, so I'm going to have to do that. But if you wanted to come back and join us later on, we're going to be playing a bit of JRPG. We're playing some Dot Hack GU Volume 2, Reminisce. Yes, we're going to be playing some of that, and I might finish Dave the Diver as well if we get time, if I get sick of Hack. Tomorrow we'll be playing some Roller Coaster Tycoon and then some Snow Runner, and then on Monday night, if I haven't done Dave the Diver yet, I'll probably do that. Alright all, have yourselves a fantastic evening, and we will see you very soon. Ta-ra.